Hey guys, what's up? It's Rygar the Destroyer, and today we're going to be taking a look at Spartan Athlon from Series 2 of the Halo 5 action figures. This guy is really cool, but before we take a closer look at him, let's go ahead and take a look at his packaging. Here it is, pretty standard for the Halo 5 figures, and then on the back here, it's got the other figures that were released in this wave. So like I said, pretty standard, so let's go ahead and get back to the figure itself. He stands, let's see here, about 5.5 inches tall, so he's right in scale with your other Halo 5 action figures. And he does come with 2 accessories. The first one here is the Hydra. There's a ton of detail on this gun, tons of paintwork, so overall it just looks really nice. And then of course it does have a weapons peg on it. And then he also comes with the bolt shot. Again, really nice detail on this one. Not as much paintwork, but there is some paintwork there. It's got a variation in the colors of gray on here, so that looks nice. And then there is a weapons peg, but this guy's is stuck in his leg right now, so it is removable. As far as paintwork and everything goes on this one, and the reason I mention paintwork is it's basically the only difference between this figure and the other Spartan Athlons that have been released. It's pretty well done overall. I like the paint colors they chose. This kind of dark brown red and then the brighter red really look nice together. Really the only complaint that I have is about the visor. It doesn't look bad or anything. I just wish that it was more of a shiny kind of gray silver color instead of this flat gray silver. I think it would have looked nicer if it had at least a little bit of kind of pearlescent paint, but it's not a huge deal, so overall the figure looks really nice. As far as articulation goes, it's got a double ball peg in the head, which gives it pretty good range of motion. It is a little bit limited by the armor, but there's not a whole lot that they could do about that. It's got ball hinge shoulders that do swivel 360, nice range of motion there. Ball hinged elbows that do swivel in the bicep and in the forearm, and then pretty good range of motion there. He gets about 90 degrees. As far as the wrist go, it's a ball hinge. Again, it swivels in the forearm and in the hand. Not the most range of motion in there, but it works. You know, it's good enough, I suppose. As far as the torso goes, it's got what feels like either a single or double ball peg, and kind of can lean back and forth, so it's got all of the range of motion that you would want out of that type of joint there. The hips have a ball peg, so they look really nice as far as the sculpt work goes, but there's very little range of motion. You can get the legs to kick out to the side, you can get them to go forward if you spin the leg, but as far as posing, you're not going to get a whole lot done. That's been kind of a trend with these Halo 4 and Halo 5 figures, so I wish they could have improved on it, but I seriously doubted that they were going to before I picked this figure up. It has hinged knees with a swivel, gets pretty decent range, but of course the hips are going to keep you from doing a lot of posing, so you're not really going to get to use it. And then he's got ball hinged ankles that do swivel in the shin and in the foot. And you get a fairly decent range of motion. Again, you don't need a ton because the hips are going to limit you. And then there is a ball peg in the toe, just for doing a little bit of extra posing if you want to. So overall, I suggest this figure if you liked the Spartan Athlons that they've released before. If you didn't really like those, you're probably not going to like this one because it's almost identical. But anyway, if you have any comments or questions, please leave them down in the comments section below, and I guess I'll see you later.